Hello everyone and welcome to another session of Sisters Therapy. Nancy Drew. Fuck skee ball.
Yeah.
So here we go. Let's find the puppers. Derek Grant. So this thing. Oh, baby pirate hat. And then this. Whoa.
If I ever lose my eye, that's what I'm doing. Yep.
We get fancy glass eyes. So,
Grandpa, please.
Grandpa!
Your eyeball.
Okay, so
We hate this puzzle.
fuck this puzzle, dude. Oh shit.
So we're just gonna do the solution.
Really quick. Because you have to get this in a certain order.
Okay. So from left to right, they're 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3,
Okay,
4.
that way.
Okay. So ready?
Yep.
Why are there 2 solutions? We'll do the shorter one. 3.
This is what sucks. Takes forever.
2.
Oh, interesting sounds.
Yep.
1. You're supposed to be able to use the sounds to figure this out.
Because if you look back, I think it resets it.
1. 4.
Hello?
No? Well,
That could have hit me in the head.
yeah, that could have killed us.
What the fuck? A feather.
Hello, Bruno.
Cool. Okay. Oh, that's where Bruno is.
Oh, at the base of each.
Oh, yeah, there was a feather. Hello?
Da-da.
That is 20 through 23.
Cool.
Cool.
Oh, the eyes.
That's so bizarre that he just was...
Storing them everywhere.
Yeah. It's like, I feel like doing this, and then he had to go through all this crap just to get an eye.
And it's like, I want to wear this eye today. Chunk, chunk, chunk. Whoa.
That's cool.
That's weird. I like that. Tell us what your favorite eye is.
Yeah, right in the comments down below.
That needs help.
Yeah.
Very badly. Okay. So now, I guess we have to do the fruit thing, don't we?
Yeah.
Which thing?
The wasp.
Oh, the wasps.
I don't want to.
Do it.
Here we go. Whoa! Ah! Shit! Shit!
It's paused at least.
Still. I did it!
That should keep you guys quiet for a while.
Shut the fuck up. Don't need you.
It is not a kumquat, by the way. It's a loquat.
I need to do that twice, don't I, for an Easter egg too?
No, we have all the Easter eggs.
Good.
I don't know where you put them, though.
Oh, wait. Find that out.
Yeah, you get up to Iggy.
Yank that open.
1, 2.
Iggy.
Iggy, come here, Iggy. Got something for ya.
Get it, Iggy.
Legend of Crystal Skull, right?
What?
Yeah.
Hello?
Iggy?
Iggy?
I think you just go right over to his, thing.
Here, Iggy, Iggy, Iggy.
I fucked up. I'm loading. So it's
You're
easier.
saving.
Shit. I'm loading.
Okay.
No. I just want to load here because it'll be easier right here. Son of a bitch. Dude.
That should keep you guys quiet for a while.
Done.
And now I'm going to take that and save. Because fuck that shit. Now, Iggy, you bastard. Maybe I have to talk to somebody. Hey, Henry, do you know Iggy's trick?
Yeah. Henry?
Yes?
What?
Why not?
How come your great-uncle's crypt is in the garden and not in the cemetery?
Don't ask me. It's kind of weird. Apparently, he built the crypt himself, but he never indicated in his will or anywhere else that that's where he wanted to be buried. I stuck his ashes in there anyway and had the thing inscribed. If that's not what he wanted, too bad.
Dick.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Groovy.
Because Renee, I don't think, knew.
Yeah, let's check.
Renee.
Hello again.
Well, bye.
Fuck
See you later.
Thanks for coming by.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
what about one of the doctor?
Oh. Not that button. I'm going inside. That noise is creeping me out.
Hi, Henry.
Oh, I can't talk on the phone when there's people.
Oh, we gotta be polite. All right.
That was Dr. Gilbert Buford.
This is Dr. Gilbert Buford's answering service. How may I help you?
I need to talk to Dr. Buford. Could you maybe give me a number where I can reach him?
No, ma'am, I cannot. Is this an emergency?
Sort of. I mean, it's not a medical emergency. See, I'm only going to be in town for a short time, and Dr. Buford and I have this mutual friend who died recently, and I just really need to talk to him about it.
Need some consoling, huh?
Yes, I need some consoling. That's it exactly.
Well, tell you what. It's against the rules to give you his phone number, but I can tell you that now that he's all but retired, Dr. Buford spends most of his evenings at his favorite gumbo stand down in the French Quarter. If you really need to talk to him, you can probably find him there.
Great. Do you know the address?
It's at the corner of Rampart and Domain.
Did you say Rampart and Domain?
I did indeed. Granny Pumpkin's Cajun cooking. They make some darn fine gumbo.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and I'm truly sorry about your loss.
My loss?
Nancy.
That mutual friend of yours and Dr. Buford.
Oh, right. Thank you. That's very
That did
kind
not
of you.
sound convincing.
Bye.
That's why she hung up. Beth! You go talk to him.
Hello?
Hi, Bess. It's me.
So what's been happening? Tell me everything.
Well, let's see. Since the last time we talked, I was just about getting ready to...
Getting ready to do something.
No.
Don't think there is anything to do with the eggs.
But the reason I called is I need you to talk to this doctor named Gilbert Buford, who, as it turns out, likes to hang out at a gumbo stand called Granny Pumpkin's Cajun Cooking.
Oh, is that him?
Which
His
should be
whole
right
time?
across from our hotel.
You just want me to talk to him? That's it? Nothing nefarious? No black ops stuff?
He was Bruno Bellay's doctor, and apparently his best friend, too. I just need for you to see if he thinks there was anything weird about the way Bruno died.
What do you mean by weird?
I mean, I kind of think maybe Bruno was murdered.
Murdered? By who?
Just from the balcony.
That's
What? Dr. Bolle down there. What?
Including this Gilbert Buford
You'll
guy?
be afraid of me. What?
Great, I'm gonna be chatting up Jack the Ripper.
Oh, I'm sure the guy's fine, but be subtle, just in case.
He could be a killer.
I can see the gumbo stand from our balcony. If he's the guy that's sitting down there, I guess he looks harmless. Okay, I'll go talk to him.
Thanks, Bess. Let me know what happens.
Cheerio.
Sup, person?
Why, hello, young lady. How kind of you to grace an old man with your lovely presence.
Sweet
I need an adult.
We are adults. Are you Dr. Gilbert Buford?
Are you Dr.
Did she
Gilbert
giggle?
Buford?
I think so.
I'm delighted
There's
to
a
report
fish.
that I am indeed.
Hi, fish.
I fish.
Do you mind if I join you?
Look at all that
Do you
crap.
mind if I join you?
Of course not. A little lively discourse would brighten this gloomy evening considerably. This here is my favorite spot in the whole city. Delicious gumbo, pleasing view.
You're not eating gumbo.
Particularly now, I might add.
My name's Bess Marvin. I'd like to ask you some questions about Bruno Bolle, if that's okay.
I'd prefer subject matter of a happier nature, but I do not want to seem inhospitable, so...
It's not like this
what
is your
it you
house, dude.
want to know?
Yeah. Is it true that he was your friend?
Is
Just
it true
click the
that
other one
Dr.
by
Bolle
accident.
was your
Whoa.
best friend?
It's okay.
Well, now, I was certainly his best friend, but I cannot honestly say that he was mine. Fact is, while socializing with my fellow man, particularly with pretty young women such as yourself,
Stop it!
has always been a source of pleasure for me. Bruno was just the opposite. Unfortunately, the older he got, the more numerous his idiosyncrasies became, and the less concerned about their negative effect upon others he became.
His despondencies didn't bother you?
Isn't it
His idiosyncrasies didn't bother you?
Whatever.
Now, as a doctor of medicine, I am not only accustomed to dealing with the abnormal, but I find that I'm actually drawn to it. I, for one, thoroughly enjoyed Bruno's outlandish personality. Although, at the same time, I fear it may have played a role in his demise. You see, he died of a myocardial infarction, most likely caused by age-related atherosclerosis. Dying of a heart attack is all too common for people who are socially isolated, and Bruno Bolet had most certainly become that.
His voice is so nice.
I know! Okay, there's a lot of stuff. Let's see. What was the top one? Did they do an autopsy?
Did they do an autopsy on Dr. Bolet?
No. Given Bruno's advanced age and the absence of any indication of foul play, an autopsy was deemed unnecessary, and the body was cremated according to Bruno's wishes.
The walk-in, the last one.
Dr. Bolet's housekeeper says you just happened to walk in just as he was having his heart attack. Is that true?
Indeed it is. I hadn't seen him for a while, so I picked that day to pay him a visit. I walked up to the front door, found it unlocked as usual, opened it, and there he was, lying on the floor in obvious distress. The next thing I know, his housekeeper came running in and started shrieking and carrying on, until finally I sent her out of the room so she could summon an ambulance, and I could once again hear myself think. Then Well, let's see. Then I knelt down and saw that he wasn't breathing. So I pulled him away from the doorway so I'd have more room to work on him, and began chest compressions. I continued until the medics arrived, but nothing they did made a difference either.
There's a bit of inconsistency between their two stories, but, why would he have a heart attack in the foyer?
Why would he have a heart attack in the foyer?
That's always been a bit of a puzzlement to me, too.
Can you remember anything that might indicate what he was doing by the front door? I mean, had he just come in from a walk? Was he wearing a hat? Was he holding anything? Had he dropped something? An umbrella? Sunglasses?
Wait a minute. Why, yes, he was holding something. A piece of paper. And on the floor next to him was an envelope. He must have collapsed while reading a letter.
Whoa. Gasp.
Do you know what happened to it?
Do you know what happened to it?
Now, I know the letter was no longer in Bruno's hand when the paramedics arrived, so perhaps he released the letter when I moved him. And yet, I do not recall seeing it on the floor when they wheeled him out the door. Iggy.
What's Iggy?
Iggy. Iggy is an iguana Bruno befriended, then turned loose in his home. It soon developed the annoying habit of stealing paper and stockpiling it in the vent system.
I was just like, Iggy. Dun, dun, dun.
Newman. Did you see Iggy?
Did you see Iggy while you were tending to Bruno that day?
No, but then I rarely ever saw Iggy. Moreover, it would not have been the first time a missing document ended up in Iggy's possession. Renee would periodically call me saying the lizard had absconded with one of Bruno's prescriptions and would I please write her up a replacement. In any case,
Why would
Bruno once told me he was training Iggy. Said he taught Iggy to retrieve the things it had stolen.
Scroll up again.
That's all there is.
Oh, okay. Did he talk to you ever about crystals?
Did Dr. Boulay ever say anything to you about owning a crystal skull?
Why, yes. Yes, he did. In fact, he showed it to me once. Said it had magical powers. Said owning it was going to allow him to live forever. I thought it was utter nonsense and told him so. Well, he didn't appreciate that at all. Refused to talk to me for a full 2 weeks.
What a child.
Do you have any idea where he kept
Do you have any idea where he kept it?
No. He was terrified that someone would steal it from him, so he told no one its location. Not even me. Tell me, Miss Bess, what do you know about that crystal skull?
This friend of mine, who is also a friend of Henry Boulay, you know, Dr. Boulay's great-nephew. Anyway, while she was visiting Henry, she saw this book in Bruno's library about the legendary crystal skulls and was kind of intrigued and thought that since Henry said that you were pretty much Bruno's only friend, maybe Bruno had said something to you about it, and as it turns out, he had. That's all I know.
I see. Well, much as I'd like to believe that skull holds the key to immortality, I'm afraid Bruno's passing proves it's worthless. Although it would make an attractive paperweight, as I recall. Tell your friend not to give it another thought.
Okay. The pill one with Renee.
Do you think it's possible that Renee caused Dr. Boulay's death by, say, hoarding the pills from those missing prescriptions and giving them to him all at once?
No. Had he died of an overdose of the medications I had prescribed, the manner of his death would have been quite different. But he died of a heart attack. Of that, I am certain. However, I know for a fact that Renee is deeply involved in the practice of voodoo. And as Bruno's housekeeper, she had ample opportunity to use it against my poor old friend.
You mean hoodoo really works?
You mean hoodoo really works?
Young lady, never, ever underestimate the power of suggestion. If a person believes in something, even on a subconscious level, fantasy can easily become fact. And who knows what rubbish Renee filled Bruno's mind with? Drink this, don't eat that. This brings good luck, that brings bad, day in and day out. Even if he said he didn't believe a word of it, who knows how much his subconscious was absorbing? He was very old and vulnerable. So could Renee have caused Bruno to have that fatal heart attack? There's not a doubt in my mind she could indeed.
Scary.
Yeah. On the topic of that, I remember hearing a story from a guy. Like, his family apparently did practice voodoo at one point,
cool.
but he wasn't part of it, and he, like, you know, left or whatever, and became a member of a different religion.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And what happened, actually, is one time he walked in on them doing a session with voodoo, and he was like, "Hey guys, what's up?" They're like, "No, you gotta leave, it doesn't work with you here."
It doesn't work with you here.
Nice.
That's great. It doesn't work with you here.
Like, that's a legit story I heard.
That's so great. That's funny.
Anyway, you're a member of Jolly Roger's crew.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear that you're a member of the Jolly Rogers crew. Is that true?
Perhaps I am, perhaps I am not. I'm sure someone as charming and attractive as yourself has her share of secrets too. Am I right?
Be that as it may, just what is a crew?
Crews are organizations whose primary purpose is to put on parades during Mardi Gras. They also put on fabulous parties. Very private parties. Members only. Some consider crews to be private clubs. Secret societies.
Society.
Others have used. However, back in the 1990s, the city decided not to issue the Jolly Rogers any more parade permits, unless they opened their crew to pretty much anyone who wanted to join. So, refusing to be blackmailed, they chose instead to simply not put on parades anymore. As far as the city is concerned, the Jolly Rogers no longer exist.
Was Bruno Bolet a Jolly Roger?
Was Bruno Bolet a Jolly Roger too?
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
Well, fine.
Guess I'll be running along.
Good night.
Oh, goodbye.
And now there's a crow? Oh! Ah! Well, that's an episode.
We'll see